Hey, we're back for a quick pop in. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Tuesday. Yes, honey, we're moving in. Today is the first of the month, honey. We are in April. It is moving right along. This year is flying by for some odd reason. This year is moving by quickly, child. We are already in April. My God, it seemed like we were just saying Happy New Year. And here we go, child. Already in April. It's the first of the month, honey. If you ain't got your rent, I don't know what to tell you, girl. You better get out here. You better get out and get something, as they say. All right. You better get some clear heels, honey. Get on down there to Magic City and twerk something or something, honey. Pray for a miracle. I don't know. But yes, honey, we are getting into. Oh, I need to put that one up. We are getting into the things of the things, okay? I'm trying to give you guys all this updated news that I know you guys can definitely use. Give me 1 second to get one more piece of info up here that I need. All right, boom. Yeah, that's what I need. All right, let's get into our show, honey. I hope you guys are doing well. Let's get into it. Everything said in this video is alleged, in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. Y'all pardon me for not being on camera. I'm downstairs chilling in my bedroom, y'all, and I took my shower and put my pajamas on, baby. Y'all, I don't be playing around. I be tired by the time what is it, 5:30? Yeah, I'm ready to settle down. But let's get into the show. All right, let's get into it. Let's go ahead and share. First topic, we're going to spin the block. This is an update. Okay, we talked about Karli Redd and the DV abuse situation that she was going through with her husband, where he punched her in the face, you guys, and the police had to be called. He was arrested. So let's get that up on my screen. All right. Let me get my other screen up here, child. Good Lord. If people quit DMing me, I think I will be okay. Like, my God. All right. So as you guys can see, Karli Redd from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, her husband, she and her husband have a domestic violence situation. He was arrested. Said that Karli Redd is awarded $18,000 a month in temporary support after her estranged husband's domestic violence arrest. All right, so let's get into it. Let's go ahead and read. Love and Hip Hop star Karli Redd has been awarded $18,537.50 a month in temporary spousal support after her husband, Talelu T. Da Vinci Belton, was arrested and charged with simple battery, family violence in February of 2025. Now, according to court documents, Belton allegedly punched Karli in the chin with a closed fist during a domestic altercation through her phone and later apologized. It says that when said that he was booked and released on a $2,000 bond. Now, a Fulton County judge has since ordered Belton to stay away from Karli and have no contact with the court, granting her temporary relief and financial support beginning March 15th. That's a lot of money a month, girl. Mm-hmm. All right, so it also goes on to say that the case remains active with a 60-day status conference scheduled. So that if you or someone know anyone experiencing abuse from a partner, help is available, and it gives a 1-800 number. It's 1-800-799-7233. Again, 1-800-799-7233. If you or anyone that you know may be experiencing any type of domestic abuse, you can call that number to get the necessary help you need. All right, but let's finish this story with Karli in the meantime, girl. These men out here be putting hands on women. As you guys can see, honey, this is the case here with what is this guy named Talelu Demetrius Belton, who is the petitioner, and Karli Redd, which is the responder. All right, this is a civil action suit for the Superior Court of Fulton County in the state of Georgia for the Family Division. Am I going to read that? Hell no. But as you guys can see, we already know what's going on. And that's just the temporary order for her to get the $18,000 per month. All right. So let's continue. This is the affidavit for arrest, which I read to you guys what happened in my other video. Just here, it just shows it's kind of like a police report almost, where it breaks down what happened pretty much. And I'll just sum it up because we covered it already. He came home. Karli was asking where he was. Well, Karli came home. He was asking where Karli was. I think he thought she was out cheating or whatever. They had a verbal altercation, which turned physical. He took his fist and punched her in the chin area. They begin arguing. It also says that they at some point went and laid down to get ready to go to bed, but then things kind of escalated again where they began arguing. Karli got up to call 911. He then grabbed both of her phones and threw them into the floor to prevent her from calling 911, which we know that is a crime. You cannot stop someone from calling 911 if they feel they need to. And after which she called the police. The police did arrive. They did assess. They looked at her. They did not see a bruise, but they did see some swelling. So they did take him in because, of course, he was the aggressor in that situation, and he was charged with DV family violence. Okay, so that's summing it up. We don't got to read it. Bottom line is he put hands upon her. As you guys can see here at Atlanta Police Department, he was booked. That's his booking date, which is 2/22 of 2025. He was released on 2/25 of 25. So he stayed in there a couple days or so. All right. So Talelu Demetrius Belton, as you guys can see, that's his booking number. He was charged with simple battery, family violence. Is what you guys can see here. His bond was $2,000. Pretrial release. All right. Partial release signatures, which he had to sign off on. So that's it. And that's all on that. So Karli is being, she's still being supported while this situation is going on. I'm pretty sure they're going to probably get a divorce after this. She ain't been married to him long. He's already putting hands on her, which is very, very sad. So if anyone is dealing with a situation as such, get help. All right. Don't stay in those situations, child. People lose their life all the time in DV situations. Do not stay in a situation where someone's putting hands on you. That's not love. Okay. Respect yourself. Love yourself. Self-love is what? The best love. We talk about it all the time over here. I'm always advocating for women and protection of women, honey. Okay. You better watch that movie enough and figure out how to get away from that fool, if that be the case. All right, let's move on. You guys may remember the guy Luigi Mangone. I think that's how you say his name. His unaliving trial of Brian Thompson, an innocent man, and father of 2 young children, was a premeditated, cold-blooded assassination that shocked America. You guys remember this man walked up on this man and pow-powed him in the back of the head in broad daylight, right there on the street where people could see it. It was on camera. It was caught on camera. He got on a bicycle and rode away. They did catch up to him and arrested him. So they're saying that after careful consideration, I have directed federal prosecutors to seek the death penalty, you guys, in this case, as we carry out President Trump's agenda to stop violent crime and make America safe again. It says Attorney General Pamela Bondi signed April the 1st of 2025. So this young man here, as you see on my screen, is facing the death penalty for unaliving Mr. Brian Thompson. You guys know he is the United Healthcare CEO, man, that was unalived in broad daylight. All right. So it says that Luigi Mangone was arrested and charged with unaliving after he allegedly unalived the United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson in broad daylight. Says that Bondi claims that the unaliving was premeditated and cold-blooded. Okay, this is something that went viral. Everyone was talking about this. So he is facing the death penalty in this situation. That's the update on this, okay? It says that Luigi Mangone's unaliving of Brian Thompson, an innocent man and father of 2 young children, was premeditated, cold-blooded assassin and shocked America. After careful consideration, as I just read to you guys, the federal prosecutors are seeking the death penalty in this case as we carry out President Trump's agenda to stop violence and make America great again. Some people said that the death penalty seems extreme. That says that what do you guys think about this? Do you guys think that he should get life in prison? Do you think that the death penalty is fitting and proper, or do you think that it's too much? You guys can put it in the chat whatever you think about this situation. But that's the update on that. Let's move on. All right, so another situation that we also covered and I need to spend the block on to do an update is rapper Young Scooter. We just talked about him the other day. He's was a well-known Atlanta rapper who had a run-in with the police officers. He tried to jump a fence and he tore a main artery or something of the sort in his leg, and he bled out. They rushed him to the hospital. He did not make it. So they said that Atlanta police are looking to identify the 911 caller in connection to the death of Young Scooter. Let's get into this as we read. I also have the update on who the 911 caller is. Okay, so we're gonna look at that in a second, but let's get into this.
Now at 5, Atlanta police have asked for the public's help surrounding the death of rapper Young Scooter. Police say that he died after severely hurting himself while running away from officers on Friday in southeast Atlanta.
They say they were there responding to reports of a woman under attack. Fox 5's Rob Durienzo was first on scene Friday night. Rob, what are you finding out about that 911 call?
Hey there, guys. Well, there are a lot of questions about that 911 call that led police to the home where rapper Young Scooter was celebrating his
Now at 5, Atlanta police have asked for the public's
celebrating his 39th birthday Friday night. It's not clear if police ever found the woman the caller claims was being attacked, but now they're looking to track down that caller.
He's punching her. If you guys don't get her, she's going to be really hurt.
The woman who called 911 told operators there was something seriously wrong at the home on William Nye Drive in southeast Atlanta.
He's beating her bloody. He's dragged her back in the house.
In 911 audio obtained by Fox 5, the caller claims a woman with a child was bleeding. Celebrating his thoughts were fired.
I think you guys should get here quick because this girl he's really hitting her, and it's a child involved.
Police have not told us if that woman was ever located or if the call was legitimate.
This girl doesn't have on any clothes. They threw her outside. He was fighting the girl.
When officers got to the home, they say two men ran out the back door. One of those men has been identified as rapper Young Scooter. Police on scene said he sliced his leg trying to hop a fence. Medics took him to Grady, where he died.
One can bleed out in seconds from a laceration to a femoral artery.
The medical examiner will determine cause of death. Dr. Cecil Bennett with Noonan Family Medicine says cuts to a specific area of the leg could prove deadly.
The femoral artery is under pressure.
Shots were fired.
Which means that once it's cut, it's not just a matter of it bleeding, but there's a pulse. So there's an increased loss of blood because of the pulse of the femoral artery.
Fox 5 captured police back at the home on Monday. The people inside told us they were too heartbroken to go on camera. Dr. Bennett says these injuries can quickly turn deadly.
So you guys heard that, okay? So that is how he passed away. He tried to hop a fence and he got cut from the fence and he cut an artery, at which they rushed him to Grady to get help for that said wound, and he did not make it because he had already lost too much blood. As you guys just heard this doctor say that once you slice that particular type of artery, it's like a pulse where it pumps out a lot of blood at the in a matter of seconds, and that is why he did not make it. Okay, so let's get out of here from that. And okay, hold on. Okay. All right, so let's read this too, because I pulled a couple things so that we can get a full, clean understanding of what's going on with this Young Scooter situation. Then we're going to move on. All right, so as you guys can see, the medical examiner says that Young Scooter passed away after cutting his leg on the wood fence. It said Atlanta police they're offering a $5,000 reward for the identity of the 911 caller reporting the abused woman that led to the chase. Now, I do have the post where the woman has come forward. I'm not sure who turned her in, but they do have $5,000. All right, let's get into it. All right, so the update is, says the Young Scooter says Fulton County medical examiner says that no pow wound was found on the body of Kenneth Bailey. Kenneth Bailey said that better known as rapper or Atlanta rapper Young Scooter says that his injuries was described as penetrating wound to his right thigh that created marked blood loss. It says that his cause of death is listed as penetrating injury of the right thigh. Says that his manner of death is listed as accident. Okay, so that is from the coroner's office for Young Scooter's unaliving. Okay. All right, so let's get into this.
5, Atlanta police have asked for the public's help surrounding the death of rapper Young Scooter. Police say that he died after severely hurting himself while running away from officers on Friday in southeast Atlanta.
They say they were there responding to reports of a woman under attack. Fox 5's Rob Durienzo was first on scene Friday night. Rob, what are you finding out about that 911 call?
Hey there, guys. Well, there are a lot of questions about that 911 call that led police to the home where rapper Young Scooter was celebrating his 39th birthday Friday night. It's not clear if police...
All right, so we don't need to hear that.
Shots were fired.
We heard that.
The people
trying to make sure we see every single thing. All right, we saw those because we saw this where the police said that they did not pow him. We just read a report showing that he was not pow that he did jump a fence. Now let's go ahead and get into this 911 caller. Okay. All right, and who the actual caller was. So somebody has come forward to admit to being the person on the 911 call. All right, baby, I've been searching, and I found this. I was like, oh God, thank you. All right. So reality star Demi Blanco confesses to 911 call tied to young Scooter's fatal powing. Okay. So it says that Baddie star, she's on the show Baddies, Baddie star Demi Blanco admits to the 911 call that led to young Scooter's fatal powing, but he was not pow. He tore his leg on the fence. Okay. So let's get into it, because obviously there's some mixed communication there. We just read what the coroner said. So disregard them saying the pow, because he was not pow. All right, let's get into it.
There's a reaction for every action. This is part A. You guys didn't have part A. You guys only have part B. And the narrative, it looks like I was trying to set this man up because you guys don't have part B. I'm giving you part B. I'm giving you what led up to the call. I was physically abused, so I called to protect myself. That's the issue. That's part A. I never had any intentions to get anybody hurt. I was the one that was getting hurt. And I came here to say my truth. That's it. That's all. I don't want no clout. I don't want anything. All these troll pages. Y'all don't know me. None of y'all know me at all. At the end of the day, I'm a woman. And I was physically abused multiple times. All
right, so she's saying the woman who was said to be physically assaulted is saying that she is the one that called, but it didn't sound like it. Okay, it didn't sound like you were the person who called. So I don't know if you called on some slick shit and you on some fraud mess to call and get this money to $5K. I mean, I hope times ain't that hard the way you on some fraudulent mess and you're gonna wind up, once they investigate this again, to arrest you for tampering with evidence, because that's what it is. They're asking whoever it was that was the person that called to give the 911 information for the person who was being abused in this situation, to give them or to come forward, if anybody knew who it was, to come forward to release the name of that person. So this girl is saying that she was the one who was being allegedly physically assaulted in said situation with young Scooter, and she says that she is the one that called. So how are you being assaulted and calling 911? Well, that's possible. That is possible. But according to what the person said in the other video that we listened to, she said it was really bad. This person was really like bludgeoning this person, and that they needed to get there now because a child was also involved and or witnessing said assault. So my thing is, how, if you were being that badly assaulted, how is it that your voice wasn't in dire straits to where you are like screaming or out of breath, or because if you get beat up or something like that, I would think that you would be breathing hard, like your voice would sound a little different. It just sounded like you were standing in one spot and you were actually standing back witnessing said person being assaulted. So it did not sound like the person who was actually being assaulted that was calling. So it sounds a little questionable. I don't know, but according to what the people are saying here, they're saying put this woman in jail. So this person doesn't believe that reality star Demi Blanco is the person who is confessing to the 911 video, okay, or 911 call rather. This person here says that he came to his demise based on the type of woman that he decided to choose to be in a relationship with. Said to make bad choices, bad decisions can cost you your life, but these are the type of women that men run behind, child. Another person said, you don't have to explain, haters gonna hate regardless. Another person said, ooh wee buddy. All right, so what do you guys think? There's some people that's not I guess believing that the person who is said to have called 911 was that person. So I don't know. I'm gonna keep my ears to the streets on that, because baby, that's weird. All right. So I need to spin the block on one more topic, and then we're going to get out of here, because this is only a pop in, which means we're here and then we're out of here. All right. So we talked about this morning in Car Chronicles, Wanda from Love and Marriage Huntsville is actually promoting her new fan base name by calling it the Wanda Meters. Okay. Now, Some people are kind of snapping off a little bit on social media behind said name, because they're like, hold up, girl, you don't have no original bone in your body. You and your daughter cut and paste Tisha and all that. Like, they're snapping off on her ass. I have the messages. We're going to read through them because they're not happy at Wanda out here trying to steal Melody's millimeter name and making it Wanda Meter. So let's get into what they have to say. First, let's go ahead and play the video where Wanda is announcing her her fan base name. Okay, let's go. Hold on.
1, 2, 3.
Wanda Meters.
Indeed.
Go ahead.
1, 2, 3.
Wanda Meters.
Indeed.
So y'all see it there. She's telling her fans, child, I don't know where she is, but she's telling these people, honey, 1, 2, 3, say Wanda Meter. So she has named her fan base Wanda Meter, and you guys know Melody's fan base is the millimeters. Okay, so let's get to the let me get back to my main screen so we can look at these messages, child, where these people are literally tearing off in Wanda's ass, baby. They do not like that Wanda is out here trying to piggyback off of Melody's. I'm pretty sure it's copyrighted. Okay, I'm pretty sure Melody's copyrighted her name for her fan base. I'm pretty sure, because she knows her business. Let's get into it, honey, because the people are not happy. They're not happy, girl. They're not happy, girl. All right, so let's look at some comments, honey. They're saying that them folks just can't be original. Every step they take is in Melody's footsteps, child. Another person says trash. Another person said Wanda is jealous of Melody and it's ridiculous. Another person says, yes, she is, child. All right, so this person here says that Wanda just likes having fun, says I like her and don't care what anyone thinks. Okay. I just know what this is. It says nobody is thinking about her. All right, so let's get down to the next comment, child. Because baby, they are going in. They have the people have a lot to say, and we're gonna read them. All right, so this one's coming up. It says that she is a little too obsessed with Melody. It says that the fact that she's that old makes it much more alarming. Okay, it says that right, she's still talking about Mel still in her name. Says that Mel is gone. Wanda is still clout chasing at 90 years old. Not 90, girl. They don't put Wanda at 90 years old. My God. This person says that Mel lives rent free in her head now. Another person says how corny. Okay, yes, child. Let's get on to the next topic, girl. They are reading down. They're not happy that Wanda is out here naming her people almost like Mel. She's trying to, I guess, steal Mel's name is what they're saying. Another person says copycat trash, says that you can never replace Melody and what she brought to the show. They sound so stupid. Okay. Another person says the worst y'all will never be Mel. Another person says messy, messy, messy ass. Okay. Another person says Wanda and all. Hold on. Says that Wanda and all are pure ignorance. Says that glad Mel doesn't give any of them the time of day and is eating them up. So another person came back and says that they all look like their intelligence meters doesn't go all the way to the top. And once again, she's copying Melometer. So people are pointing out that Wanda is copying Melody's fan base or fan name, the Melometers, and calling hers the Wanda Meters. All right. So let's get to the last one because I couldn't get them all. It was a lot. It was, I picked the wrong thing. It was a lot where people were like really tearing off into Wanda, honey, for copying Melody and trying to use her fan base name. Let's take that down. All right, so this next person says that that's crazy that she low-key loves Mel. Another person said Wanda Meters says be a little more original for crying out loud. Melometers is and has been here for a minute now for Melody. Like Wanda and Tisha just be copying on Melody. She have gave the blueprint, but you still got to put your own twist to it. Says that don't plagiarize others so darn openly. Another person says, lady, grow up. You too old and very immature. You really need to grow up and sit your ass down. Grandma, you messy as hell. Damn. Read down, sis. Okay. She was mad about that. All right. So another person says, just loud and wrong, straight clown behavior. Another person came in and says, copycat trash that you can never, and we read that one already. What y'all think, child? They are going off over there in the Facebook groups and chats over there about Wanda coming up with this damn Wanda Meter fan base name. They ain't feeling it, baby. They tearing off in her ass over there. And baby, I said, listen, honey, Wanda, you might want to change your name, sis, because they ain't playing out here. Okay, the block is hot, baby. The block is hot. They are going in on Wanda's ass up over there in the Facebook streets, baby, because they said, honey, Wanda, why are you out here acting like your damn copycat ass daughter, Tisha? We talked about this morning how Tisha was copying Just For Me. Then she was copying what is it, Pink Friday, which we know is owned by Nicki Minaj. A whole bunch of stuff. Macy and Mila, y'all know what is it? Mila and something child, little twins who has the little nail polish. She copied the same logo, the same bottle shape of the polish and everything. You remember we talked about that? The rich wife hats, that's being copied. It's a bunch of stuff that Tisha, that we saw she was doing and copying. We already saw where she copied the labels and Stormy's disclaimer for her shipping policy or whatever, or return policy for Canvas Beauty. And then she got on TV saying, I don't apologize for that. It is what it is. Let's not forget about on the show, we saw where she was putting labels over Stormy's Canvas Beauty bottles. Like, damn. So now here come Wanda calling herself the Wanda Meters when we already know the millimeters were out. She always talked about the meters this, the meters that, and talk all that shit about Mel, and now only for you to turn around and use her name. So the people are not feeling it, and they vocalize how they felt, and you guys can put in the chat how you feel. But that is it, and that is all on this video. All right, shout out to Rose Armstead, my backup mod. Thank you so much, True TV Podcast, for backing up my moderation. Is that a word? Moderation. I like that. Thank you so much, Belle Wilson. Thank you so much, KBR. Thank you so much, True TV. Thank you so much, Belle Wilson, Scorpion Miss. Thank you, Tyra. Thank you, KBR. Thank you guys so much for doing an awesome job of keeping the trolling down. Okay, I appreciate you all. To all of the content creators joining this live as well, and of course my Caramelians for being here as well, supporting this video. Okay, thank you for all 247 watching. Please don't forget to hit the like button, share the video, and subscribe to the channel if you've not done so that you guys will be privy to all information and or videos done on this channel. Okay, if nothing else, guys, we're going to get out of here. Let's go.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave.